the curtains, dim the lights, let's start the show. Another week of Upland news, let's fucking go. Every day in Upland there's a stream for you. Different types of players and their points of view. Saturdays are for the Clue Crew, and we've got a lot to chew through, keeping tabs on all we can and sticking it to the man.
I'm not your lawyer, your banker, or your mother. Do your own research and make your own damn decisions. Welcome to the Clue Crew, where each week we discuss the various news, facts, and rumors. We're putting our heads together to solve the mystery that is Upland. I'm Scooby, and with me again is Cernus. How are you this fine evening, Cernus?
Just fabulous indeed. Great day to be back in working Upland as opposed to Madrid.
Working Upland? Upland's always working. What are you talking about? Yeah, no.
Back to the theory about that. Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah. We'll get to that. I wanted to start this particular podcast off with something a little fun, a little different. It is spooky season, and I wanted to. We're always left in the dark with Upland. We're never sure what's going to happen next. So I wanted to do a fun little tarot reading for Upland, a little Upland-based tarot reading. I'm not like a master of this or whatnot. I've got an app right here I'm going to be pulling from as well. But let's see how Upland's doing according to the cards. Yeah. All right. I'm going to draw 5 cards. I'm going to show them to you one at a time. I'm already running out of space. I did not plan ahead for this. All right. Oh, good. Oh, you guys are going to love this. This is going great already. All right. So, the first card. This is the present. This is the things surrounding Upland. And we got the star. You might... Oh, probably. Doesn't she look nice? And she's upright. So let's see here. Which the star means insight, inspiration, hope, unselfish aid, good health, the gifts of the spirit. Great love will be given and received. So the present thing happening around Upland right now is inspiration and hope. I don't know. Good health. I guess. I mean, it compared to other metaverses. Sure. All right. The next. The path. Yeah. Well, it's hey, maybe there's more happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, and things that are actually going a lot fucking better than we realize. I don't know. We got to see how the whole reading plays out, though. All right. Okay. So up next we have the past. We have how we got here. How did Upland get to this stage? And what we have for that is the Page of Swords, but upside down, reversed. Where the hell are swords? There they are. Which reversed the past, how we got here. An imposter likely to be exposed, frivolity and cunning, possibility of ill health, be prepared for the unexpected. So, a lot of shady shit is how we got here. That actually tracks. All right, yeah. There was a fair bit of shit. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking to myself, like, if you're comparing, especially yeah. Moving right along. Up next, we have the future. This is the current path for Upland. And that's what I was laughing at as soon as I pulled these out. The future for Upland currently, death. Now I know.
Opposite day.
Right, yeah. Now here's the good news about death. Tarot is like the one thing where death doesn't mean death. It's actually not that bad of a card. When people think the bad card, they're thinking like the Tower and shit. Maybe the 9 or 10 of Swords. Swords in general, bad. But death, mostly, especially upright, just means change. Transformation, change. Destruction, followed by renewal. Birth of new ideas and new opportunities. That's a good path for Upland to be on.
As opposed to Death of Totems.
Well, yes, as opposed to the Death of the Totems, which one of my totems died. I missed it. I missed one too many feedings, so that orange goat has gone to that. He's gone grazing to that great big farmyard in the sky. Anyway, moving right along. So we got 2 cards left. Alright, so we have up next. We're gonna do the Upland Economy. I added this one in just for fun. It's not normally the kind of thing you see in a spread, but alright. So we have the Upland Economy. That's like, the secondary market, the Sparklet, all that shit. Alright, and for that we got
Sure.
the King of Wands reversed.
Is this like a magnifying glass type wand or something totally?
No, okay, so wands are literally staffs. You might hear them also called, or staves. Big wooden sticks. In tarot, they're also the element of fire, because, wood, fire. Anyway,
Okay, sure.
King of Wands reversed. So for the Upland Economy, intolerant, prejudiced, ill-natured, highly principled to a fault, severe, and ruthless.
This sounds more like a real death.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you've taken a look at that secondary economy, but yeah, it feels a little intolerant, prejudiced, and ill-natured whenever you're trying to make a buck. Anyway, so yeah, that's our Upland Tarot reading for the week. Tune in next week to see what lies in the future.
For sure.
All right.
And hopefully we'll have totems that are still alive at that point too.
I should. Like I said, it's only the one that died. I was sad to see it go. I knew it wasn't gonna make it. I fucked up and missed like 3 feedings early on, so it was just a matter of time.
And the goats and orange are like the worst combination of mine.
Hey, don't you be talking bad about goats. Goats are so cute. I want a pet goat. One day I will have a pet goat. That's like my dream pet. All right. Can't get this to fucking aim just right.
I see the haunted house.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Upland, Madrid, things, those happened, stuff. I wasn't there. Were you?
I was there physically, but my BE kept telling me with the spinning wheels that I wasn't really there in spirit.
I've heard from a few shows this week that you weren't alone.
Really? Surprise.
I mean, I'm shocked, right? Oh, Mitchell, you're one of the winners from last week, but like I wasn't positive. Are you Sir Mitch in Discord? If you are, like, DM me so that I can like get you your Sparklet from last week. And there's a couple of people that I meant to do, and I got home from work, but I ended up watching Bones instead, the 2001 film starring Snoop Dogg. Look, I'm only human, all right. I'm only human, but I'll get that out to all of you guys soon enough. But yeah, hit me up. Which, speaking of Sparklet, and giveaways and whatnot, giving away 1,500 this week. Gonna be the last big Sparklet giveaway I do for a bit because I mean, but this is episode 10, the big 1-0. This is when we get to be official UCN broadcaster such and such. As our names in the Upland Discord will magically turn from black to orange. Very exciting. And celebration. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Way to go.
but yeah, back to Madrid. So let me pull that up. Is that no? Was there an article about Madrid? Yeah, it was last week, and we haven't pulled that up. All right, just so something to look at. All right, because it was supposed to launch at noon. Did it not?
It did launch. Well, so it launched at 9 a.m.
Where is
PT,
it? Okay. Right.
but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
launched. Yeah, but
9
it
a.m. Upland
launched
time.
in like this. You click a button and all you see is like, okay, I better turn to opening up my mobile phone. Now the browser, everything's spinning. What's going on? I go to the Discord to see if there's a circus of people saying, a lag, and I only see like one or two comments so far. I go back to keep trying to mint. I'm still lagging. I close the browser, go back on. I don't even have time to go back into Discord at that point. I'm still hoping to mint. Fortunately, I minted a few things eventually, but yeah, it was definitely a free for all of nothing free, nothing to get.
Yeah. Well, you got more than me so far.
Okay.
And probably in total. Um, my game here. My goal is Monday. I'm gonna scout out an area. Hope some people sleep, and just like grab. I gotta grab two more. I just gotta grab two more. I got the one for my city
Yeah.
pass. I've said from the get go,
Okay.
Madrid's not one of my cities, so I just want to get the
Yeah.
gamified tasks and then get the fuck out of there and hit my other cities to get the other one. And if I can get that Monday, hooray!
I'm taking a big beer in one little area, but I'm the same. Madrid is not my thing. Hopefully, it is for some others.
Yeah.
Keeping it positive here, but otherwise, I spent too much marbles if I can't get out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I mean, I do want to say, like, no shade on Madrid because, like, it's definitely like a city that I've heard of, and I've heard that it's a very cool city. There have definitely been like a lot of Upland city releases that were way less cool. So no shade on
Mhm.
Madrid, but yeah, excited to see what the next one was, and to all the people that are big fans of Madrid, uh, good luck on your, second release of it in 3 years.
Are there any fans of Madrid? I haven't seen anybody in Discord go, I want Madrid. Can't wait for Madrid 5 or 6.
You know, I don't know that I've seen any. I've not, it's like I haven't been looking for it, but
We could poll the audience. Maybe there was somebody we missed. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, like that's a good call. We got apparently 18 concurrent viewers. At least half of those are probably real people. So like if there's like a hood in Madrid or you were like excited for like, yep, one of my cities, going for it. I don't know why you'd be talking like that, but if you were, let us know. I'm curious. Got a curiosity. Ibiza is the one word that I hear brought up. Ibiza, Ibiza, Ibiza. Which, to be fair, as I pointed out to a couple of people, I will profess my ignorance. Thought it was a country. Did not realize that it was a part of a city. I have only ever heard of it referenced as a exotic tourist destination, like travel vacation type. So I thought it was just a country. So thanks, Upland. I learned something. Excuse me. And I was gonna score some of those. I got terrible queue positions. wasn't able to score any of the Upix bundles. So yeah. Did you,
Okay.
were you able to grab any of the Upix bundles?
I got what was it? The curated and the medium, from what I recall. And I just pretty much just listed them and then saw them fly out of my account and come back in. So I didn't have any big beef with those. That was actually the most seamless part of the whole Madrid.
having a
minting
property
and
dropped into your account. Yeah, no, I can imagine it was seamless. It's like fucking
and it
magic.
counts as a minting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was about to say. So you were fucking set from the get go. Congrats, you bastard. Yeah, no. I thought I was working, but it turned out. But I looked at what day it was, and no, that was actually my day off. And I was almost certainly just like watching a movie, just having a good time. I'm sure. You know, at home,
Yeah.
kids in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I heard it was shit in terms of there being technical issues. I heard a lot of comparisons to like back in the day city releases.
Mhm.
Did I hear they had to pause it? Did you say that already?
The pause, yeah, there was a like a 1 hour pause for Madrid. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, like they're like yeah, they had to pause it a little bit. It messed up that bad, and it's been a while since they've had to do that.
Yeah, yeah, and it brought back the whole notion of should we have stress tests again. A lot of people were kind of in that realm of thinking.
That's the word I was looking for that we used to have with city releases. Stress tests for the neighborhood. And yeah, be done before and everything. Oh man, it's like we moved past it. We thought, but you know, it's like Godfather 3. You know, just when you think they're out, they pull you back in. I love that that's a quote that people go to so well. Like it's universally the most hated Godfather, and for good reason. It's shit. But like people love that line. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
I also think of it like the stress test. You're always managing blood pressure, right?
Right.
So
A stress test is it's just testing the blood pressure of Upland. Well, fair enough, I suppose. Oh man. Well, we had other things. We had this. We're finally going to be able to sell our fully loaded properties. The thing that they said we were going to get, we're going to get sooner than expected. Well, sooner than I was expecting. We're going to get it in less than 2 weeks, evidently.
I'm very curious how that's going to work, whether folks are going to see selling things as a whole as being worth more than the sum of their parts. That's the key big question. Is there a synergy to buying it all together versus buying every little piece of it and plot? Would you pay $50K Uppies more for having it all put into your lap at once versus the fact you can just buy them all separately?
Yep. They mentioned that on Upland After Dark last night, actually. Had a chance to catch up on that while I was at work today. One of the things they talked about was the selling of properties with assets already on them, and the how that would affect visibility for sales. And because I had the exact same thought, because I'm thinking to myself right now, if since you can't buy a property with an asset on it, if you're buying a property, you're just buying a property. That's the de facto way of the secondary market. It's all we've ever had. So when you go to look at the floor price, like when you're gauging the economic viability of a neighborhood, for instance, or a city, you're looking at things like floor markup, floor price, USD to Upix ratio. All of this gets thrown out the fucking window, which is good in my opinion. Shaking up a market is good. However, I don't think it's good if it leads to just chaos. We have currently a very structured system. I'm worried about the how easily a new structured system is going to organically manifest, because how do you you can't fucking list a for sale sign. I mean, you can, and you know what I'm saying. It's not like a garage sale where you can be like, well, I know that we have Discord servers for that, we have channels for that and all that, but not in the same way that you can search the database on Upixland. And that's where I think that there's gonna be there's gonna be a big hole that I'm worried it's going to be solely basically up to third-party developers like Uppies Land to fill. Not that I don't have faith in them. Obviously, they've shown themselves to be more than capable. They do sometimes more than half of Upland's job for them. But there's only so much work you can ask for from the community. I'm worried that this could break what is already a community solution, and I'm worried a little bit.
The only way to really be able to do like a technical analysis on whether it's fair market value, you'd have to check the market price of the property. You'd have to check what the floor is of the structure ornament. And if there's 5 map assets, you then have to check the floor in game for all 5 map assets. You have to take an Excel spreadsheet, add them all up.
No, and that's exactly my point. If you were to take what is the current model of automated work for the user searching for a property to get a nice profit on Uppies Land, and you were to take that model and like extrapolate it to this new system, but have them do all the work manually, no automation, that's all the work they'd be doing. No one's gonna fucking do that. No one's gonna do that. And and that's why I'm worried because the sales on Uppies Land are gonna start looking wonky too. And I don't want people to be discouraged. I don't want people who actually have a fucking kick-ass property with a shit ton of good ornaments and good assets and ornaments and all that shit. I don't want them to be discouraged because they're getting no visibility. I'm worried, but
there is a positive here on all of this that I can throw in is that let's say
Shaq's got a good question too.
Very, very low.
Say that again.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say there is a positive, and that is at least if there's a really good deal, you get the property with all these extra assets on it at a crazy price, the snipers will not be buying them because they won't really be able to see in their.
I don't know. I don't. What if the bot can What if the bot can specifically look? What if the bot can specifically look for properties that have like X number of assets on them? Maybe you're right. Yeah. Maybe I'm just a pessimist here, but I want to point out.
Sophisticated.
Shaq's got a good question here. She's wondering about how selling properties with assets on them is going to affect creator royalties. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm only just now that Hong Kong has City Hall inaugurated and I've got some of my shit approved. Like I'm going to be this like next week like submitting my first shit to be actually made to be a creator or whatever. I've commissioned shit. My point is, I've forgotten that creator royalties were even a thing. I don't know how those work now. Let alone how they'd work with this. Badly, I'm gonna. I mean, well, maybe I'm being too assumptive there, but I have no idea.
Do we even see the royalties monthly? I produce assets, and I don't even get like a message in my inbox saying, "Oh, your royalties were this much for the month." So maybe I'm just doing a terrible job with mine.
Yeah.
But it's kind of where I'm standing with that.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably like with airplane like ticket sales. It's just dropped with like no announcement, and if you don't notice it, you don't notice it, which sucks.
I really like Fun Guy.
Upland Upland emails you apparently about the royalties.
Oh, they do.
Well,
okay. Then I'm not getting those emails, so I'm not getting anything.
Check your spam filter, Cernus. No, but okay, all right. So this doesn't apply to Cernus because he's not getting the emails because Upland hates him. Valid. But for all the cool cats and kittens like Shaq who do get the emails, at the very least, once this goes into effect, you should be. I mean, if you are already getting emails and you notice that you stop getting them, that'd be a clue. Where's my big clue? And you could pass that back to the community, and we could get that ironed out. Yeah, I have no idea how they track it. But then again, I don't know. I don't know how they track shit now. Whoa, I'm coming through a little bit more.
I would assume, though, in fairness to Shaq, if they're still selling the same map assets, structural ornaments on the properties, if it's still sold, it's just on a. I would think it's just on a grander scale from a royalty standpoint. I don't think it's gonna be like fractionalized. Would be my assumption.
Swartley's not getting emails either. You know, Shaq,
Okay.
I don't want to say you're a liar.
He's on the nice list. We're on
Yeah.
the naughty list.
Yeah. Obviously, the answer here is that Upland just likes Shaq, which valid. Who doesn't? But yeah. I do want to point out because when I first saw this, I asked Squall about I think it was Squall. I asked a red name about the like warning confirmation, hey, you're about to fuck up because you got shit on this property. Because I was worried because we only see that in terms of them being like listed for sale. We don't see it on the other end on receiving an offer and it pressing accept on that. But he did confirm that it would be the exact same type of window. It would be like, hey, the thing you're agreeing to on top of this Upix shit has a vehicle, a map asset, 2 buildings, your soul, just like all the things you've parked there. So that's good. I wish they'd put it in red. Call me old-fashioned. When you want to get a warning across to someone, you put it in red. That should be 1 vehicle, red. 1 map asset, red. 2 buildings, red.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, Mitch isn't getting an email either. All right. I no longer am suggesting at all that Shaq is lying. Now, teacher's pet. Upland's playing favorites. Obvious answer. It's the only logical conclusion.
I was just thinking it was because I keep talking about London 4, because that's all
You know what? We'll get to it when we get to it. Fuck him. He doesn't get an email. Take him off the list. He's off the list. We'll say we sent it to his spam. But yeah. So I wish they were in red. I appreciate that we are gonna get that confirmation box that does list these the itemized receipt of what you're about to do. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Upland. Whenever we fucking see it. But hey, less than 2 weeks. How close to that are you think they're gonna push it? When ballpark? What's the over under here? When do you think? And chat, weigh in on this. When do y'all think that they're actually what day gonna release it?
Well, if London 4 is in 11 days.
Oh, you dear sweet child. You'll never get your London 4.
I'll root for 4 days. That'll be my answer.
All right. So, and we're getting residents. They committed to residents this season. Is that what it is? Season.
You get the scores this season, is my understanding.
The scores, yeah, but they're they're calling the scores resident. They've reduced people to numbers because that's why not. Everyone else has. But
no Uppies. Game.
Yeah, no Uppies, just residents, yada yada. My point is though, it says right here that this update is laying the key groundwork for the arrival of residents, and so we know that the residents are going to come after. So this leads me to believe that we're definitely not seeing the residents before Halloween. They're definitely going to put the residents in the first 2 weeks of November. That's okay. my guess there because of that.
No, it makes sense.
Even if we get this on like the 29th or something, I bet we don't get residents until November. And let's see. We got some people guessing. We got Chiun 307 saying 13 days, which Halloween. Kazakmar agrees, of course, and a lot of people saying Halloween. Uh, Phoenix Finney wins though. 10 days after the announcement is when we'll get it. 10 days after they announce that we have it. I see what you did there.
That actually ties in very well with. I don't know if you get those push notifications on your phone. You get like the Discord announcement, and then like 5 minutes later, I get like 3 different push notifications, all about the announcement that happened 5 minutes ago.
Are these?
I must not be the only one.
Hold on. For the notifications after Discord, are you talking about notifications from like the Upland app itself?
Yeah.
I don't use the app.
The app being delayed. Okay.
I
Yeah.
uninstalled that shit when they separated from Google Play on pricing for all that shit.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I recommend this to anybody that I have no idea how to do this on iPhone. Good luck. You're on an iPhone. Not Steve Jobs. Ask the ghost of Steve Jobs. But if you're on Android, they've got apps. The one I use is called Hermit, and it takes websites and turns them into web apps. So like full screen, like an app.
Okay.
So I made the mobile app of Upland into an app, and I use that because it plays just like the mobile app, but the pricing is web. All the web shit works on it.
And to your point too, is this was actually a hot topic on Discord this past week, is Google Play doesn't list the 2 prices, like the mobile pricing and the web pricing. It only lists the mobile pricing.
Of course they do. They have a monopoly. They're not going to give it up.
Well, but actually, to be fair, on the Apple Play app, it shows both pricing.
Yeah, because Apple got fucked by a judge because of Epic. Remember there was that whole thing where Epic went rogue and said we're not taking your shit anymore. Apple booted them. They filed suit. The judge agreed. A lot of that shit's still playing out, but I'm pretty sure that what you're describing is a direct result of one judge saying, "Yeah, Apple, you do have a bit of a monopoly on this. Why don't you pump the brakes?" Look, I use Linux instead of Windows. I use Graphene OS instead of Android. I fuck the corporations and the monopolies. That's my take on it. So, which is why I'm an Upland. Look, all right, I'm a conundrum. What do you want from me? I like Monopoly. I was a business major. How do you think I found out that capitalism is bullshit?
Now all we need is the hotels and the Monopoly game to be worth a little bit.
Oh, dude, I have I'm not kidding. I want there to be actual Monopoly game mechanics inside of Upland,
exactly.
like beyond what we have. And in the meantime, until we get those, I want Monopoly Piece Block Explorers. Figure out a way. Give them to me.
So
I know we already have it.
Bankruptcy would be a thing.
Ooh.
Imagine a whale going all the way to bankruptcy.
Okay, all right. Here's the real question there. All right. Here's the real question. And chat, weigh in on this. All right. Upland is Monopoly. Fine. We're all Upland. We're making these decisions. What are we doing with free parking?
I think the bus drivers and the parking people aren't too happy with this question.
Yeah, they probably, yeah. But, like, my house, free parking, I'm sure other people do this too, house rules. All the different fees that you pay, taxes and whatnot, the chance cards and community chest and whatnot that have you pay shit to the bank, that shit doesn't go to the bank. It goes in the middle of the board. You land on free parking, you get all that money in the middle of the board.
I think Sparklet would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Fair enough.
Could be a cool game.
Casimir says it all goes to him. Oof, I don't know about that. Yeah, obviously, I just, well, anyway. All right, I'm moving on. We're getting that. That's cool.
We're not getting free parking.
Oh shit, yeah, no, we're not gonna actually get free parking. I mean, no. Yeah, it's like Casimir says, we're all still looking for go. All right, we're trying to pass go. Which, Upland's like, that's your earnings. And I'm like,
Exactly.
I don't. You know what? I played Monopoly, and when I get that $200, it feels like a lot more than 14.5%. Nah, not gonna get into that now, but we got more service structures though. But before we get to that, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the game for the week, Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Now, I wanted to ask the chat. There's a lot of people here that I see here from week to week a decent amount. And I realized the other day, while I was delivering mail, that like the way we do the game is way different than all the others in terms of like we have it just like streaming down here in the corner while everyone while the whole thing's going on, and then we find out who wins and shit. But all the other people make it like a segment of their show. And I wanted to ask, would you guys like that? Like, would you prefer that I like shoved it to the end or made it its own segment and like we actually like focused on it for a bit and we all as a group watched the game or the fight or in this case apparently the war between the samurai, who we got here? Mermaid Man, Samurai, Abominations, and Daredevils. Those are the teams y'all are going to be picking from. But yeah, so I'm going to make a poll about it. We're going to do it the way we've done it in the past, because that's how I've got the screen laid out. But I'm going to make a poll about that in the Hong Kong server, and I want people to think about it. Weigh in, But yeah, so for now, go ahead and put in the chat which team you want. Again, those are Mermaid Man, Samurai, Abomination, and Daredevil. I have no idea what Abomination is, by the way.
It sounds like a tarot card.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. It could be a major arcana. Smiley likes if we do it different. Well, I appreciate that. Well, maybe I won't make any changes, but regardless, put in your picks. Fighters here, pick your fighters here. Oh, people are coming in. They're coming in hot with their answers. All right. Oh, damn, my keyboard went to sleep. Wake up.
At least it's not a totem.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad about it. It's funny. Like, I know it's not real, but I do kind of feel bad for abandoning it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Refeeding.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I'm gonna stop keeping track of who's picking what teams. The fucking video saves the live chat. I can just go back and just scroll through it. I'm a fucking idiot. Been doing this every week to week to week. I tell you. Anyway, we'll press play in a little bit. Now that I know I don't have to do that work now. Hey, I got through the opening no flubs this week. I'm pretty fucking proud of myself. All right, so just saying.
That's what happens on number 10.
All right, so while everyone's picking their characters, we'll get through this and then I'll press play. Service structures. Come on. Who got them? Who got the service structures? You know I got them all. And I have some opinions. Not a whole lot, but a few opinions. Oh, and yeah, to be clear, like I'll get, especially since every single game that I do is meant to last like at least a little bit of time. We'll give it like a 2-minute like fucking leeway. You want to change your answer? I'm not gonna, like I said, I'll scroll through the thing later. If I say it like right at the end, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute. Honor system, guys. Honor system. I know we're playing for Sparklet, but let's all get along. So, anyway, I totally blanked out. I probably just wasn't listening. Did you say you got any of them?
I did not. I was tempted
None.
to the cinnamon bun,
Yeah.
only because Squall seemed to make a remark that made it sound like cinnamon bun would be have some extra purpose in the game. Versus all the other service structures, the
Yeah.
cinnamon bun sort of.
It's
Yeah, so
gonna
I don't know.
provide you with cinnamon bun deliciousness. Are you anti cinnamon bun? Are you like part of the what are you part of the
Yeah.
like croissant crowd? Get out of here. Cinnamon buns are great, and so are their cousin cinnamon rolls. Fantastic, I say. Have them every year. Well,
The next kiosk is gonna be the cinnamon rolls.
cinnamon rolls have been a yearly Christmas tradition in my family. Not like
Okay.
we make them from scratch from grandmother's old recipe. No, like we go to the fucking store and buy Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon rolls and just bake them the morning of. We're very simple
Wow.
people.
Okay.
Sometimes we get fancy and we get the orange cinnamon rolls. But yeah, I of course got them all. Cinnamon bun, awesome. I got nothing else to say. It's just cool. The butcher shop. Help me out here, man. We've only got one.
That makes me think of Totems.
We've only got one representation of animals in Upland. We've got life coming. We've got life starting with plants and us generating / germinating seeds to grow. They're going to be grown in things called nurseries. We've already got animal daycares and veterinary clinics. And the only living version that we have are totems, and they're putting in a butcher shop. And I'm just like, something's supplying it.
That's where your Totem goes.
Yeah, right? Is that where your totem goes to, like, not to die, it goes there to be butchered after it dies. That's where they use the entire... That's where, if you've ever seen the educational short, This is Hormel, that's where all that shit happens. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really funny. So yeah, butcher shop. I'm vegan, and I'm still just like, yeah, sure.
Does it look gruesome inside, or can we see what's inside the butcher shop?
We can see what's inside the goose, and I mean, does it look gruesome? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no in that
Okay.
we don't have hanging carcasses on meat hooks. This is not pre-butchered. Everything we see is post-butchery. You know, it's all cut, different cuts of steak.
Considering we have the structural ornaments of what is it, the baby thing? Yeah.
Oh fuck
I won't say
yeah!
anything more.
The oh shit, the creepy child one, the uncanny creepy kid. I did some alliteration.
I just figured there could be there's at least it's on brand to be graphic apparently. So that's all I'm saying.
Right. All right, I'm gonna get this game going. Armies. Make sure everything's cool, calm, and collected.
And here's the thing I don't understand. Okay, so we have physical therapy clinics. Does that mean that aging is a thing in Upland?
Well,
like, imperfections and such. Because I've been asking for like the real player me avatars that we have. Like, why can't we get wrinkles and acne and all these other little anthropomorphic effects on our real player me, our avatars? But yet we have physical therapy clinics. I thought this was supposed to be like a holistic, perfectionist metaverse.
yeah. Well, we do. Okay, so breaking that down, We do know that the Uppies are going to age at least until they get to level 5, because we've seen how they're going to age from newborn to toddler to
Right,
child
that's
to
true.
right,
Okay.
right. Now,
Mhm.
and bearing that in mind, perhaps the teenage Uppie, perhaps there will be variations that do have acne. I don't know. We
So
know,
dermatology clinics coming.
while they don't age after adulthood, we know that there are going to be different kinds of adults that they can evolve into, like the grandma Uppie from Rome, who I could see needing these services.
Okay,
That's
so
kind of
there
how
we
I'm
go. That's
reading it.
making sense.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading
Okay,
it. Yeah.
it's
Oh, and
mostly the uppies.
so yeah, everyone that's picked a character, you're about to be locked in. And I'm going to do this. We're just gonna play it until the end, like at the end of the podcast, and it's gonna be a best of whatever that number is, rather than trying to figure out best of 3, best of 5, best of, you know what, fuck it, best of however many we can fit in. We'll just you know, keep track. Or again, we won't, because I'm recording it. I can just fucking go back and look later. So at the end of this video, I'll just be like, congratulations, winners. I'll figure it out later. Or you guys will probably actually keep track. You actually have reason to care. You're going to be the ones winning shit. So, right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, right out the gate. Entering cinematic move there. Alright. Did it do it? I said to
Oh,
enter
and then
cinematic view, you. Alright, you go ahead and talk. Vamp for a second. I gotta fix this.
and then the next service structure we're looking at here, the fire station headquarters. There were folks who were buying, the fire stations, and then okay, here we are with the headquarters. We had the police, and then we have the neighborhood police. So what's next? Are we gonna have regional police, and then the fire station headquarters will be what? Fire station corporate.
Honestly, yeah, basically, I think you nailed it. I think that they've left themselves like, and I don't even personally, I don't even really have a problem with it. Just of scaling up and scaling down. Um, and because like they've also now shown that they do it both ways. Because so first
Mhm.
we had the police headquarters, and then eventually we got the
Oh, right. First, yeah.
right, and
Okay.
if you go back and look, the first firehouse we got is just a fire station. Like it's just a firehouse. Like it's smaller. This is bigger.
Yeah. Good. Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we get it all the way down to like the fire safety patrol at the school. I don't know. How small, how like granular down can you go?
So we're gonna have kiosks eventually
Right.
for these purposes.
I don't know. But that's how I saw it. And so yeah, so I grabbed it. It's awesome. And I also, I mean, I was always gonna get all these like okay, yeah, Abomination is basically the Hulk like crossed with a troll who does some groovy physics. Anyway, but yeah, I was always
I
gonna
do like the fire station headquarters, the building. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like it. I also like that it on top of the headquarters themselves, I like that we also see their training wall in the back. That's
Oh,
cool.
right, right.
That's a nice
Yeah.
little touch. That's a nice little touch.
Mhm.
And I okay. While I still while the Clue Crew still stands in solidarity with Upland After Dark and hashtag fuck no footprints. I have to say that with this fire one, given what a fire station is, no, I haven't seen the green part. I have not seen the green, the how big the green part of it is. That might be fucking terrible. But the actual like on property thing, that's a lot. That's a lot better in my opinion, than like what we saw with
Oh, yeah.
that cafe
And how
or
much is compacted in there?
yeah. The parts that have space make sense that they have space. The parts that don't, yeah. Anyway, so I like it. I got it. Yeah, I want more. But I want more in Uppies, just like everyone else. There's been a lot of different podcasts and shows saying the same thing. They want more Uppies sales, especially for these structures. And I agree. I'd like to see them on a rotating basis. Every season should have its own service structures for Uppies. They just should.
And should it just be the starter ones, or you think also mature service structures?
I think it should rotate
Not
it.
to mean the other type of mature, but
No, I think it should be. I think it should be one of each. I think that there should be two Upix bundles perpetually in the store on a rotating basis every
okay.
season. One of those being a
Mhm.
starter type kiosk for a few thousand Upix. One of them being
Sure.
doesn't have to be the full headquarters $10 level. It can be the $6.99 or $4.99 butcher shop physical therapy clinic level for 30
Right.
40,000 Upix. I don't know, do whatever fucking kind of markup you want on it.
Sure.
That's what I'd like to see.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And they can do that too. The only they just can't they just can't do an Upix markup on a sale if they're also at the same time listing like that same ship for a USD price. They can't destroy that peg.
Right.
If they don't list a USD price for it, they can do as much Upix as they want, which is we've seen them do that with like cars and shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. Also, Hong Kong. I'm getting all of them except I will never have the police headquarters, but I know a guy. And I want to say that like in perpetuity, whatever the minimum ends up being for the construction hub for Hong Kong for service structures in Hong Kong, like I will fill. I'll start all of them. Anybody that ever is building in Hong Kong and wants to start a service structure, I put up whatever the minimum of it is, and it will get filled. This I pledge to you as your future mayor. I will get all of the service structures built. I will pledge my own Sparklet to get it done. You can trust in me. I'm working on my campaign voice. We'll get mayor at some point. I gotta believe. Where are we? So yeah, that's all we have in terms of like proper news articles and stuff. Sorry, I'm looking at the game now, and the trolls are all kind of grooving. But I know there must be others still alive because when the game ends, it tells you. Pretty sure. Let's check in on them. Let's just how do I do that? Oh. Yeah, no, it's still team 3 and 4. Apparently, it's neck and neck, so it's still going on. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. Like I said.
We shall see.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure who the abominations are even fighting, but they're doing a bad job of finding them. Apparently. We'll check in on them again in a few minutes. And if it just glitches out, we'll just like start. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna give this a few minutes. If they can't fucking find each other, I'm gonna start over.
It's abominable.
You know what? Because like none of them are moving. We're gonna take a pause. Why don't you vamp for a second here again? I'm gonna see what the fuck's going on here.
This is sounding. I got a clue that sounds like Madrid right now.
Yeah, apparently. I don't. Why am I? Where am I? All right, fuck it. We're scrapping this one, and we are picking a different map. I think that something happened with the map. I don't even fucking know. So how do I end this? Well, sorry everybody. I don't know what happened. Everybody froze. That's what happens when you do it live. And now it's frozen. All right. So you know what? New game is what we're doing. We're picking a new game because that's not working. Yeah, I guess the abominations were just too powerful. We'll go with Nickelodeon All Stars. It's still 4, so you're gonna be picking some Nickelodeon characters, and I believe that oh, do I not have it installed? Bullshit. Huh. Okay. Apparently I don't have it installed. All right, we are real. I'm doing great. I'm doing great with this. All right.
Monopoly?
Yeah, no, vamp for a second. I'm gonna find something.
Maybe Spark Tycoon is around.
All right, y'all can pick. We can do Street Fighter or Pixel Cup Soccer. So it's gonna be a team of 2 regardless. I wanted to do a team of 4 or 4 teams, but it's gonna be 2 teams. So fuck it. Y'all see if y'all have any opinions on that. Can't believe that. I'm never using Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator again. Tell you that much. Messing up my show. So, what else happened in Upland this week?
Let's see here. The gamified earnings has been kind of an interesting topic, and leaderboards going in and out.
Oh yeah, what happened with the leaderboards?
They stopped leading.
They stopped leading? Well, yeah, alright. Alright, I'm seeing Street Fighter. We're launching Street Fighter. Y'all got it.
But the leaderboards are back, and everything's in good order. I think there's been less confusion this week on the definitions of task. Although the query with the minting in Madrid might still be a little bit query.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We have time to see how the query does because collections are coming. Or so they say. The fact that they had to, you know what? I've already talked about it, but they're gonna triple check and we're gonna see. So I hope they get it right. But the fact that Madrid fucked up day 1, not filled with confidence.
It would be cool if there's a stress test on the collection, not the minting, but the collection.
Right.
Like you get some random collection that you don't actually have that you actually get credit for because it's a stress test. You get to collect the bonus. Then you don't get the collection in real time, but you still get the bonus. That sounds like a fun little game.
Yeah.
Of illusion.
All right. So, well, I'll get this going, and we'll pick some fighters. Just like real quick, I'm just gonna get this going as quick as I can. Versus CPU versus CPU. Best of 7. Medium hard. Why not? Confirm. Cause fun guy kind of hopes they get it wrong. Cause chaos is fun. Yeah, Upland is like chaotic neutral in terms of how they handle their. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do yeah, Cammy versus this green guy. Nah, I think I used him before. Evil Ryu. Oh, he's evil. You know he's evil because he's got red hair and red eyes. Whew. I tell you. All right. So, Cammy or Ryu, put in your picks now. And again, I'm just gonna keep pressing play, assuming it fucking works. All right. So, moving right along to our next segment, which is gonna be, how's Hong Kong doing? And the answer is pretty good.
City Hall is great.
Yeah, City Hall got inaugurated. Pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! I've been able to apply for a bunch of things.
And how fast is that going? The application to approval.
Well, I have to hold on. Let me send. I have one send left. Hold on. I need to, because I don't want to show that. So we're going to turn that off for a second. Confirm. I'm going to put in my 2FA code. Yeah, so I've got a bunch I've got everything I need applied for that is built.
Mm-hmm.
And about half of it, I think, approved.
Okay.
And the turnaround for that was like a day and a half. Like it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick.
Not bad. Kudos back in business.
Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. I applied for Map Asset Factory, Ornament Showroom, Asset Showroom, Legit Shop, Football Shop, NFL Shop, Blocker Floor Shop. The Legit Shop has been approved, and I think the Asset Showroom and Factory have been approved. I think it's just those three, maybe one more. But yeah, so I've got stuff in the works. Just gonna make doing giveaways and shit a lot easier, because I'm not gonna have to like wait for things to be approved by a shop owner. I can just be like, it's there. Go to Hong Kong. Well, I don't know, man. Then get a property in Hong Kong. Well, I can't help you. I reserved it for you. This is the conversation I expect to happen. All right.
You know, that's one of the nice features of the new, what is it, the test period where as long as you own the property, you don't have to necessarily travel to the place. It's probably a pretty good policy for Hong Kong, being out in the middle of the world right now, even though it's one of the most prestigious little areas of the world.
Yeah, but it's isolated.
Yeah, right now.
Which is why I wasn't able to get that gamified task last season about traveling, because like I couldn't drive anywhere from Hong Kong. Turns out when you're on an island, blew my mind. You know, I had a buddy in Bermuda. Same thing happened to him. Yeah. Fucking crazy. Oh man, but yeah. So you know, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I'll be obviously using these showrooms and stuff, and factories and whatnot, making assets and whatnot, using for giveaways, sales, and all kinds of you all know how this stuff works. And that's also one thing. It's like, well, I encourage everybody to at least have one property in Hong Kong, just in case you ever win something from me. Make it easier to get it.
So how many new players do we need to mint out Hong Kong under that theory?
Well, I mean, probably a lot. Now, we are up though from last week. I have been, I actually, I thought ahead this time, and I kept the numbers from last week so I could say what we're up from.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So last week we were 62.33% minted out, and this week we are up almost 0.5% to 62.8. Which yeah, that's not nothing. That's not nothing. We've had City Hall, as we just said, inaugurated. Fantastic. The percent of the city built has risen. Let's see, it has risen 0.28% or 0.29%, almost 0.3%. We now have over 1,000 properties in Upland, in Hong Kong, with a finished structure on them. And there's only
and there's 20,000 properties, right, altogether for the city.
There are 18,376.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're plugging right along.
That's impressive.
But yeah, we're already over 1,000.
Yeah, already, yes. That's over 5%.
Yep, and we're gonna get more. And this is another. I'm just gonna keep plugging the Spark Train. We have a Spark Train going for Hong Kong. Check it out. It's in our server. Link to this server. It's in the description to this video. It down there. I get to do the thing. It's down there. So yeah, join the server. Check out the Spark Train. We're running 2 at a time. Nominally, the first one would be the first one, but it's not that there's a hard order on that. I just figure 2 trains is a buffer. When one train finishes, that's when the prizes will be dispersed for it, and then that gives me time while the next train's still going to set up a new train. So there's going to always be 2 trains available. Also, as one train's finishing, there's only 2 properties left on it, but it's already fully staked. You'll have a whole other train to move your Sparklet to. That's the idea there. Keep everything smooth, keep everything running. This particular Spark Train, the first one, prize pool. Not 1 grand prize. These all go to separate people, and your entries correspond to how much you've contributed. 100,000 Uppies, 1,000 Sparklet to keep. A totem, 3 lore legits, the Outback Topper Block Explorer, the Heart Emoji Block Explorer, a Special Forces Cannon, and, should you so desire, you get to have an extra property at the start of the next Spark Train that we add. So yeah, come build with us. I'm going hard on mayorship. I really want to. I want to lead Hong Kong to victory. We'll get there.
You have your I vote. Was it the block?
The map. I've got the map asset. I've got the vote for me map asset. Which I didn't have a residence. I got that secondary. I wasn't able to actually get that in the store, but
Sure.
I wanted it, so I bought a secondary, and I'm pretty sure I have it on my property. I think. But yeah, so that's my plug for Hong Kong this week, and I'll plug it every week. All right. Oh, all right. So that's game 1 done. Rematch. I said rematch you. All right. What we got next going on? Up next we have our notes of the week. Notes of the week. And as usual, with Notes of the Week, this is the one giveaway that I don't actually reach out to you because so often, people on Notes don't use their Upland name and stuff, and I'm just not fucking doing that. I'm keeping track of who wins. I've got a list of unclaimed prizes, but you reach out to me. Because, for instance, who was it? XYOOJ capital Y. I'm not trying to figure that out. You talk to me. I'll give you 20,000 Uppies when you reach out to me and prove who you are. I'll know.
Prove that you watched the show.
Yeah. But yeah, so got 2 notes of the week this week. Which I'm cutting that down to 10,000 Uppies a thing. I just I only make so many earnings, so only 10,000 Uppies for this week. I have to add that in down here. But up first, we have Where are you? No, really, where are you? Where the hell did you go? Did they get rid of it? Did it get? Well, it was.
I don't usually notes don't get. Oh, it did get
Right.
deleted. Well, archived. It could be archived.
That's what I meant. Yeah, was it like at the end of its thing? I didn't think so.
Only if X1 filed it that way.
Oh, was it? Hold on. Was it?
And then
Here we go. I found it. Took me a second.
okay.
Took me a second. Make sure that's the right one. Make collections great again. Yep. Make collections great again. I'm not commenting on the. Anyway, they're saying, though, that as a dedicated player and supporter of the Upland community, they'd like to kindly suggest that future collections be more closely aligned with real-life important and historically significant streets and neighborhoods. Which basically, yeah, over the years, that's not like every release, but every now and then I hear some rumbling about like, really that was a collection, but this wasn't, and this is almost always because you'll see a like version of this in every release where they'll be like, this list is not subject to change. We decided what goes in this thing and whatnot. And I don't know. I see discontentment about that a decent amount. And I do think that I think that maybe collections, it would be fun if they did some polling of the community first, and like if they got like a good idea of how people felt, and they don't have to go with it. Like I said, it's still a mystery, but anyway, yeah. So
I would love to see, where they put all the encoding to like make it credible on the blockchain of what the minting. That would be a nice place for credibility purposes, where whoever the collection team is for Upland, give like a paragraph commentary on why each a collection, why they felt this way. I would love to see something like that. Add a little bit of human color to why they felt this was, and that's the same thing with like the curated bundles. I feel like it's AI generated unless you tell me that it's curated for some reason. Like, oh, this is the reason why you got these properties. I would love to get some kind of color on the collection.
if you're doing a collection in New York City, for um I don't know, businesses in Wall Street or something, whatever. My point is, and like you were able to cite that you took a Forbes list of the top 10 businesses on Wall Street and be like, where did we get it from? We got it from Forbes. They're the one that told us. Cite your sources. Cite your sources. Yeah.
Right. And the other piece is, I think with the whole discontentment, a lot of it comes down to, okay, Manhattan, Wall Street has to be a collection. And it was. But then you have like Sydney, where the Rocks is such an obvious collection, and it didn't even get nominated for the standard collection. So
and
that's where
that right there, standard, is because Classic Mar makes a good point about important stuff is easy, and they want to make sure it's not easy, and I think that absolutely plays a role into it. I think that they want to try and make sure they're keeping us on our toes, and there are certainly areas where I applaud that, but you can't do it at the expense of immersion, and this sacrifices immersion sometimes. And we have varying levels of collections. If it's something that you think is too obvious, then just make it a standard, even if it doesn't have that many properties. At least acknowledge that it's special. Or,
right.
So, yep. What was the other one? And this is the next one is nothing new. We've seen it before, but it hasn't happened yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. Where are you?
Trailers.
Yeah. Right. There we go. Property merging.
Okay.
Yep. We still have. I
Way
mean,
up there, too.
we're finally getting the ability to sell properties with map assets on them, which supposedly people were clamoring for. And yeah, all right. There's a use case for that, sure. But like we've been complaining about having properties that we can't fucking build on for so long, for years, literal years, and we've
Mhm.
had the literal founders of Upland tell us that property merging will come for years. This has been on the docket.
And in very recent times, we now can merge Uppies, or at least that's announced as well. So merging is a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Oh,
It'll come.
well, that's what the cards told us. All right, so this was who? Rare Rap. All right, I'm adding you to it, Rare Rap. Since I'm saying, like, I kind of doubt that Rare Rap is their Upland name, but maybe it is. I don't know. You know, I'll know when
So
they
do
reach
we
out
think
to me.
that do we think merging's going to happen before subdividing, or is subdividing totally off the table?
I have heard less about dividing properties, and I don't honestly like years ago that was right up there, but I would bet that it's just not going to happen.
Okay.
I would personally like to see it happen, and there just be it just be from the outset understood you can't split a collection property. Because I can see being like, well, that's an easy fucking exploitation. But if you just from the outset
Oh,
you
cool.
can't split election or collection properties, you can only split non-collection properties. I don't see the harm in that economically.
Especially if they're actually real parcel addresses that should be separated.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we
And
have hidden gems in Upland, and you find out there's more addresses than what's really on the map.
right. And yeah, and there are plenty of addresses where Upland has made a mistake, and like that's not like you just put in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like so
Right.
let us do it. Yet again, let us fix your mistake. I've never in my life seen such a like contributing community to the people running things as I have in Upland. It's heartwarming, impressive, and a little depressing. Not because the people do it, but because of how much it's constantly necessary. But hey,
User-generated functionality.
yes, that is Upland in a nutshell. User-generated functionality. Like it's there. We put it there. not we, but like you know.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well. All right. So that's our notes of the week. All right. And up next, we're gonna have our. Oh, what's up, Lightning Leg? How you doing, buddy? Up next, we are going to be doing our segment of window shopping. I gotta get like a fun little like da 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 QVC thing going on. That's one area. This show could use a lot more polish in that area, and I'll get to it one of these days.
How much is that dog in the window?
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the
I hope that
wagging
dog is
tail.
alive.
I hope that you fed him last night. Oh, man. Would you believe there's no location for Halloween Sign 1? Whoops. Yeah, I thought for sure be an address somewhere. So, first up, we're going all Halloween themed for this window shopping segment because, we're getting close to Halloween. Duh. So right here, Halloween sign. Look at this shit. Condemned, danger, warning, free candy inside. It was the free candy inside that drew me. That's what did it for me. That's what made me go, you know what? I've got to have it. And I haven't bought it yet, but I'm gonna get that like after this podcast because that's cool as shit. Which, by the way, yeah, okay, so you can get this right now at Landscape Central in Chicago. About 5,000 Uppies.
I actually have one of those signs.
Oh, and you better grab it soon because that's the floor. All the other ones are at 15,000 Uppies. So
Ooh, I
grab
better
it while it's
change my
hot.
price.
All right, so yeah, so that was number 1. Who do we have for number 2? Oh, hey, Lightning Leg. Also, if you want to be entered for a chance to win your share of 1,500 Sparklet to keep, there's a game going on. People are fighting. Pick one. By the way, this episode of the Clue Crew is brought to you by the non-alcoholic Samuel Adams. When you want to pretend that you're roughing it like our forefathers, but don't want to get absolutely hammered like they probably did, have a Samuel Adams. Ooh, had a little bit of like not steam, the like the smoky thing come out.
It's
Fancy.
alive and well.
It's alive. It's alive. Huh. Mm.
At least it's trying to be hammered.
Yeah. Well, you know. Here we go. All right, so up next on window shopping is the pumpkin pipsqueak. Now, these are selling for just under 11,000 Uppies, and these guys are fucking awesome. Check out. Apparently, the Uppies podcast makes these. I knew they made some shit. I just didn't know. So shout out to Too Stupid to Win. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's got a pumpkin head. He looks all creepy. Fucking awesome. Pumpkin pipsqueak on sale at Spooky Dookies in Queens. Da 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 da. I gotta get background music for this segment. Yeah, I definitely do. I'm gonna get that for next week. So stay tuned for probably 3 weeks from now. At my current rate. Alright, up next, scary pumpkin figures. Ooh, scary. And they are a little creepy. And that they're jack-o'-lanterns. It was the witch hat on top that got me. I love that it's a snowman. It's basically a snowman of pumpkins wearing a witch's hat instead of a frosty hat. Love it. So that's awesome. On sale in Los Angeles, $247 or $247. Probably they mean 24/7 Outdoor Decor Explorer. And it's cheap as shit. It's like 3,000 Uppies.
Not too bad. Great.
Yeah. And then finally, we have probably my favorite. I really like this one. It's evergreen 7 out of 8 garden seed crows. It's a scarecrow, right? And it's staked into a pumpkin, and it's dressed up like a pilgrim. Look at him. Love it. Catch that in Detroit at the HGF Collective for just under 7,000 Uppies. Right on. And this has been your week's episode of Window Shopping. Da, 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 da,
You know the scarecrow with the pumpkin on the bottom? That looks like it could even be a wine bottle opener.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. See what else I got. What we have over here in miscellaneous. The fantasy league. I'm 0-6. I'm on track to have a complete failure of a season. And if I do,
hope you have the best handicap ever.
yeah. Well, if I manage to lose in totality, it'll be someone live watching that wins. Not tonight. Oh, hold on. Gotta press play again. Because if I manage to go 0 and whatever, however many fucking games there are in the season, if I manage to have a complete 0 and everything, I'm giving away 2,000 Sparklet to one winner on like whatever show we have after the end of the season. I don't even know when the season ends. I don't follow football. I just know that I'm losing. I don't like losing, so I'm gonna make something fun out of it. So everybody, vote for me to wait. I don't think this through. Should have made it that if I win something.
Mayor,
You know what? Fuck it.
you gotta win
Fuck it.
mayor.
Fuck it. Vote for me to lose, apparently. I did not think this through. Well, whatever.
I'm voting for you to lose for London 4th, so you become mayor for Hong Kong. So
Okay. All right. Makes sense. All right. Yeah. All right. What else we got going on in Upland? Oh, we got this shit. We got new vehicles on the horizon. And I got a few things to say. Number one, they're vans, and they're like identical vans. So I guess the police and the ambulance are buying from the same manufacturer, like whatever. But yeah, ambulance and police van, not a cruiser. So I think I heard someone suggest prisoner transport, which I love the idea of that. Just fucking Uppies chained in the back there, like. I heard someone make an ICE joke, which, fuck them. Not the people that made the joke. Fuck ICE. They're not legit. Anyway, I'm noticing as well here.
Admittedly, admittedly, I did not see this news. When do these release?
These have not released yet. We don't know when they're going to. It's not been officially. This is all through Uplitics. Yeah, no, this is uplitics.org. Fucking great site put together by Laban, and it keeps track of shit, so we don't have to. And this is one of the things. It keeps track of like literally NFTs that are like minted on their blockchain and shit, and so that's how we were able to see right here.
So it's like the prophecy. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And there's gonna be a max supply of 100 of each. They are listed as 2025 MV Motors Series V ambulance and police corresponding, respectively.
That means it has to come before December 31st.
Yeah.
2025. Okay.
I'm thinking that this is gonna be either an in-between season sale to like alongside the Sparklet Wars, or maybe end of harvest, beginning or maybe they might do an end of harvest. Maybe they'll wait till the beginning of. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on, and I don't know if they're going to correlate it to any of them, but I'm going to say end of harvest because it's going to relate to resident scores. They're going to play just like buses did. They're going to play some role in resident scores. We're getting resident scores in end of harvest. I'll bet that they do a combo sale of these in announcement with the release of residents. That's my prediction.
Any prediction on the next bus sale?
When we get London 4. Pretty sure. Yeah. Now these are going to be listed or limited to 100 each. So that's speculation of how much they're going to cost. Are they going to be 200 like the buses? Are they going to be more or less? I don't have a fucking clue. What do you guys think? Do you got a price you think these will be? 100 mint is low.
Yeah. I probably won't. I'm gonna say it has to be like 500K.
You think it's going to be an Uppies sale?
I'm rooting for it.
Fuck, I love your optimism. Of all the answers I was expecting, it wasn't that. I love it. You know what? Cool. Yeah, I hope you're right.
It's a high price still for Uppies.
I don't dispute that at all. I think that honestly, this is one of those things where like it's such a good idea. I don't think they're gonna do it. I think it's a fucking brilliant idea because it would be a huge community pleaser. And they can always use
Mm-hmm.
that, especially after a city fuck up. And we are now 2 city fuck ups in a row. I mean, I'm just saying, you have the collection reveal fuck up, and then you have this. So, right, there wasn't a city in between those two, was there?
Buenos Aires or no? The
I
expansion.
don't. Shit, I don't remember. Well, regardless, it's 2 in quick succession,
It's
if
in
not
one of them.
if not continuous succession. So
Yeah.
you know, um, are given the option. Uh, oh, hold on 1 second. I thought I changed the time on that from last week. I guess I didn't. I need to do that whenever I'm done here. I remember from last week that you can probably see me just fine, and it's gonna fix itself in just a second. So I'm just gonna keep talking. Um, I'm wondering about like if you would pick one up. Let's say it's priced either 500,000 Uppies or $200 like the buses. Are you picking up either of
Okay.
these if you've got a decent queue position?
So I feel like what drives me to buy these is more how much promo is in the chatterbox of Discord. If
Okay.
nobody is excited, I don't feel invested to spend that much money or epics.
Okay.
If there's a lot of hype and pre-buying frenzy, then I think it's a worthy buy because the buses. What the floor is like twice the $200 for buses.
Hmm.
You thought was a lot, but now the floor is like what, close to $400 because we
I
haven't had a bus sale.
don't have a fucking clue. Let's find out. Let's find out. Look,
The magic bus.
I've had a hell of a
I just
week.
did it.
I've had I'm not gonna get into that. I This show is for me. So while I sometimes like to relay humorous anecdotes from my day to day, I also like to do a little bit of my own immersion. And let's just say I'm cutting loose a little bit. Really enjoying. I just enjoy my time with you all. I live with some very, very counterintuitive people in this city. I'd like for you all
West
to be my.
Virginia.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, yeah. West Virginia's a state. I'm not. I don't say the city name.
Right,
It's
right.
like Bloody
Yeah,
Mary. I'm afraid if I say it 3 times that it'll come and attack me. But yeah, no. Just basically consider me Mr. Rogers. I wish all of you could be my neighbors. So, fuck a duck. Yeah,
I'm assuming
man.
that means it's high.
You nailed it, dude. All right, so
Hmm.
the floor seems to be $357 USD, and then I see. I mean, hold on. Let's make sure that this is actually in the right or. Well, that's not hard. There's only 2 for fucking sale. Um, yeah, yeah.
That's the thing is there's such little supply,
Yeah, no, if you want
but
to
the
buy one
buses.
secondary,
Mhm.
it is a seller's market. 357 and you're getting the white one. We got 418 and 420 for the like gray and red one respectively. And then the green one is apparently that's the big one. Ain't nobody letting go of that. It's 2 million Uppies and that's it. That's the only option you're getting. Which even if you do even if you do a like proper floor 5-to-1 conversion rate, that's still fucking what, $400?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
if you
you
carry the
can
one.
take a 2 million Upix property, mint an exclusive, and then sell it 20% at the floor. That's $400.
Man,
So, long story short, do I think the vans will do well? If these are service vans, which we don't have very much of, yes, I think they're going to do pretty well. It's going to be FOMO, and this is all we need to know is the date, and then we're all going to be clamoring for the queue to be queried the right way for top of the line success. We'll see.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to, first of all, I absolutely predict that they're going to be service vehicles. I don't think there's any way around that. I'm going to make another prediction.
Right.
I'm going to predict that it's going to be a sale of 100 total. They're going to do like they did with the buses, and it's only going to be 50 of each available. I think that's a safe prediction.
And a smart one for Upland, I think.
Yeah. yeah. Now, I do want to point out the category is land vehicle. And I'm sure that if I wish I could know how to go back and see what they categorize the private airplanes as, because I'm still so hopeful for boats, and I'm thinking if there's a land vehicle, do we have the hope for a sea vehicle? Give me a ferry, you know. We have city buses. They ever release that if they ever release Seattle, they have to release a ferry.
That's fair. Ferry.
I know very, very little from Grey's Anatomy, but I do know that Seattle has a ferry. Pretty sure.
And this is
Grey's
up
Anatomy.
next on the listing. Okay, so
How do you spell ferry? Yeah. Oh, right, ferry.
I'm counting on it not being a 2025 item. It has to be 2026 if it is any boat-related item.
Yeah.
The way I see that.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not getting it before 2026. And yes, chat, you just saw me Google to make sure that I was right, that it is in fact a thing in Washington State, Seattle, that yes, there's lots of ferrying around. I knew I was right, but I had to make sure. I say Google, but you all know how I feel about corporations. Fuck Google, I use DuckDuckGo. I am firm in my stance. But, yeah, let's see. Oh, and, yes, Mr. Hyde Park Ninja. I, am on the East Coast, West Virginia. Born and bred. Born and bred. I should not, you know what, I shouldn't even say that. That leaves way too much for people to make a phonetic joke. I've heard it enough.
Is it easy enough to find a gas station there? Where you
West Virginia?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, in a city, yeah, and in most towns, yeah. Because like, there's not that much. It's not like it's not like the fucking like desert where there's like 100 miles in between towns. Like the state's not that big,
yeah.
so like
yeah.
If you're low on gas, sure. But like if you've got a full tank of gas, yeah, you're probably fine. There's one somewhere.
So are we gonna get West Virginia and Upland soon?
I fucking hope not. Not for a long, long time. There's no reason to. If we I'm serious, man. Like if we get any city in West Virginia before we hit all 7 continents, and I'm including Antarctica. I think that where the scientists are in Antarctica is more viable of a city release in Upland than anywhere in West Virginia, and I stand by that. There are plenty of things about West Virginia I like that I will stick up for. We don't deserve a fucking city release in Upland. No, we just don't. You know what does? Atlantis.
Okay.
One day.
That will be a good one.
One day. I've been pushing Atlantis for since year 1. I mean, like.
That would go great with the boat.
Right? Yeah. Get a little submersibles, go down there, build it and shit. Come on, Upland. Make my dream come true. Some people want a city on the moon. They want a city on Mars. I say no. Don't go up. Go down.
Submersible wars.
That's right. So yeah, those vans are incoming. That's cool. Boats incoming someday. God's willing. Here we hope. You know, we'll see. Hope so. Let's see what else we got going on. Because there are other shows, and I like to give them their just dues. Lightning Leg, he was here a little bit ago. And wanted to give him a shout out and also a plug. He's make sure that like you follow him on the YouTubes. It's very simple. It's Lightning Leg. You know his name. It's all one word. Hey, Lightning Leg. Go. Actually, you know what? Why don't I? I'll bet I can copy this and paste it here, can't I? I can. Well, how do you like that? Apparently, I put it there twice. Whatever. I'm gonna assume that that works. It does. Click on that link. It'll take you to. It will not take you to his page. Well, it will if you take out the first YouTube.com part of it. Well, whatever. You get the idea. Follow Lightning Leg. Where is it? And if you subscribe to his YouTube channel, you get a free Tier 1 membership when it goes live, his show and whatnot. He's trying to get, spread the word. So also, tell your friends. He does good stuff. He's a good dude. That's it. Endorsement. Let's see what else we got. Meant to be was not meant to be. They were meant to not be. That's really all the pun I've got for it. But they were on Too Stupid for Web3. Which they also discussed the Madrid debacle. It hit them as well. Too Stupid was reminiscing on some of the older releases. They had a fascinating conversation though about mini games that I want to point out. They spent a particularly Puppet. Puppet right now has got a fascination with fishing mini games, which to be fair, well, I like fishing. I'd love a fishing mini game in Upland. So it's not like I can't really say much because it's not like I wouldn't play it. So number one, I pretty much agree with everything they said. It'd be a lot of fun. And they were discussing the viability of these mini games being put in Upland. What with the whole Uppy mini games that we're getting now, the gamification and whatnot. Another one, spitting llama. They wanted a spitting llama mini game, so could be fun. I definitely think that there's room for a lot of these variety. And I think that Upland should absolutely implement them. Not sharing the right screen. I'm only I'm sharing the only screen that I've got up. I'm reading from a screen that I don't want to show you. So there. Oh. One more. There we go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. The other thing that they talked about that I wanted to give a shout out to on Too Stupid for Web3 was they talked about the racing boost sales, and they were discussing how those should like be a regular thing. And yeah, I don't understand.
Like a one-day surprise.
Yeah, 1,000 mints, and they even put in a deadline where they were like, and it's only gonna be for this long, and I'm just like, only for this long? You only made 1,000 of them. Hell, I bought 2, and I don't race. I bought 2 just for something to do with Uppies, and I would have gotten more, but they sold out because of course they fucking did. That was the most bonkers thing I have seen in so long. Of just like, why would you not make them unlimited? You've already put a deadline on the sale. Why are you also capping the mint? Makes no fucking sense to me. No sense. So I agree. Regular sales, do it. I mean, you could have them up unlimited in perpetuity, in my opinion, or you could just do them for for the seasons. I also totally agree. I believe they brought up the concept of them being an exclusive sale for only for shop owners, which we need more of those. Someone else talked about that this week. Who was it? Yeah, Upland After Dark. They talked about that. That some items need to be sold exclusive to shop owners, so that the shop owners are the primary place for the regular Uplander. We've only had like that happen like 3 times. There was the Blossom Ornament sale, the Tokyo
Hmm.
Block Explorer sale, and then I think like one more other ornament sale. Like, and then I think there was the cars, obviously,
Yeah,
but
of course. Yeah.
right, but like that's it. And
Hmm.
it when they first announced MetaVentures and they first brought MetaVentures into being, that was like one of the cool like real things of just like it's like having a license to buy that shit, and then you, as a secondary market, would be able to create what is becomes basically the
Right.
MSRP, you know,
Right. Where it's more wholesale to retailers
business to
rather
business.
than just a reseller. Yeah, exactly. Hmm.
So, fucking hardest agree. We need more business to business sales like that in Upland, where they sell to the shop owners for the shop owners to then disperse to create a more healthy secondary market for a lot of these
Right.
assets.
Hmm. As opposed to the channel management just feeling like the MetaVentures, the end user as well, just another
Hmm.
player selling things.
Yeah,
So it feels much more legit
yeah.
in a way.
Like, there's a lot of people, and I see them, and they build, the different factories and shops and whatnot, or they'll apply for one, and like they'll say they're just like, I don't know, it just seems like something you do, and I'm like, there needs to be an obvious benefit, like beyond
Hmm.
just a like my use case scenario is not normal. My use case scenario is I need a bunch of shops to facilitate giveaways. That's not the
Sure.
normal, and to that end, they work very well for me, or I presume they will work very well for me. That's not the normal person. Like, and
Yeah.
frankly, the normal person shouldn't even be the target demographic for a shop. Like, this is where they should really be trying to market to that niche, really business savvy audience. You know, the people that are willing to put in the
Sure.
time, to put in the grind.
Exactly.
But
And
they're
the
not gonna,
advertising.
and the most qualified
Players
people like that.
community.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Right. No, no, yeah, I'm with you. Hmm.
Yeah. The most qualified people for that are gonna be the least tempted, beyond beyond what they can just make for market gain right now. They're not being given any additional
Exactly.
incentives by Upland. They're having to make their own.
Right.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
come on,
Exactly.
get your shit together, Upland. They had some other things that they said too. They're talking about. Oh yeah, the fucking. Did you get a Madrid pass? Like the pass they sold?
I did not,
Okay.
but I think they did slow with the sales, from what I understood.
They did what?
It took I think you could get passes even overnight after the whole thing. There was still some remaining.
Oh,
It was a
probably.
slow release.
Probably. I have a complaint. Well, actually, I'm piggybacking on an Upland After Dark complaint, because when I heard them say it, yes, because I tried to do this as well. All right, like, they don't fucking tell you in the app which property you got. They make you go to yet another spreadsheet on, oh look, Google, and
Yeah.
I could look past all of that if I could just do this. If I could, oh look, I'm clicking, by the way. I'm fucking clicking right now. Is it highlighting? No. I'm sorry, but like Calle de Jose Miguel Gordoa 59 Arganzuela, that's way easier for me to pronounce than it is for me to remember and type in. What the
Sure.
fuck, guys? At least make it. And here's the fucking crazy part. Oh, never mind. Okay, on my phone, I'm pretty sure it was letting me highlight the username, and I was just like, "Oh, come on!" But regardless, the fact that we can't highlight the address, but they're making us go to this to get. God, stop putting roadblocks in your own
Mhm.
path. You own the path. You built the path. You are employing all of the workers that are making the path. Stop putting roadblocks there.
At least you can take a snipping tool, take a screenshot of it, go into an optical character recognition tool,
Yeah.
and then turn it into actual characters you can copy and paste.
Here's the thing, though. It recognizes that it's text because you can still control F.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know what I ended up doing? I ended up finding my spot here using control F and typing in my address to make sure that I had it just right before I copied and pasted it from the control F box. Like, fucking insane. But again, Calle de Zambara 144 Cualidad Lineal. Not something that I'm able to just be like, oh, well, that's because if you know it's Upland. If you don't spell it just right. Wait, what? You can copy it and print preview? What hack is this? Alright, I'm afraid if I press that, it'll actually just print. I don't print things very often. I'm not going to look for that. I'll take your word for it that you can copy it in print preview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, they could make the formatting better and smoother and more seamless.
Look here when someone reserves an asset for you in a shop, you get an in-game message that they have with a fucking link right to it.
Right.
Why is this so fucking difficult to do for properties?
It's probably a different Upland department that handles it.
All right, and I'm sure there's a tech issue. I'm sure there is, but after over 5 years, that's not a good enough answer. You're a tech fucking game. Like, that's yes, of course it's a tech thing. That's why you have tech people that you pay. I'm sorry because I'm also outside my wheelhouse. Maybe there's a really good tech reason that's fucking impossible, and that's why we have to keep going to Google Looker Studios. Maybe there's some special tech thing that only Google's been able to figure out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. Let's see here. Well, what we got going on in the chat? Anything fun? Oh, it was Frost Ornaments. Lily says that was the other one that was straight to businesses as well. Lily also says she wants Roswell. Oh, dude, fucking A. That I agree with her. Roswell. I mean, still holding out for Atlantis. Don't get me wrong, but the whole alien vibe with Roswell. Not to mention, like, you know, the deserty places are a lot of fun. That's a good idea. I like Roswell. I like that. All right. Almost wrapping up here. What else? Did they have anything else? Oh, they had a discussion on Upland After Dark about flip phones and iPhones and whatnot, and fuck iPhone. That's my comment. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Stand by it. What else is going on? Oh, I don't have it ready yet, but I am going to be doing an extra live stream on November 8th on their game day. It's going to be an overnight stream. I'm going to do it right after this podcast. So I'm basically going to hit like stop and the start again. And I'm still putting together a prize wheel, a prize pool. But you know, I usually put together a pretty decent one. I've been wanting to use some of the shops in conjunction with that, and I'm only just now getting them approved, so I'm trying to throw everything together real quick. But I've got a few weeks. So
you're doing 2 shows at our show and then that show, is what you're saying, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay,
yep.
So the drink of the show that you'll be presenting will be certainly caffeinated, right?
Oh, I'm gonna have a few. Yes, I will. I will probably consume in the neighborhood of 600 milligrams of caffeine over the course of
Ooh.
that night.
Well,
Oh,
it'll
it's
still
fine.
be overnight, so you'll be out. You'll be under the.
I'll
daily.
pace myself. You should have seen me in college with Adderall. But yeah. So it's gonna be for a children's hospital in West Virginia, which I was glad to see that they had offered, and that's awesome. Stay tuned for that. I'm gonna work really hard to have like the page for it done, like customized, and some flyers for it, and some assets in the shop for donations, and the prize pool
Yeah.
fully fleshed out. I'm hoping to do all that over the next week. So starting next week, I'm gonna actually have like things to link to. So stay
Cool.
tuned. And yeah. So with that, we really just have this last game to wrap up, and then we'll I'll do the best of, and
feed your totem.
yeah. Oh shit! I may have missed a totem. Damn.
The silence of the totems. That's why this episode is not just.
No, I didn't. Orange is dead. Purple is not until 6 a.m. tomorrow, and red.
Okay.
Red
It's right up there.
I don't. Oh fuck! When is red? When is red? When are you? When are you, red? Hold on. Oh no.
This is a red flag.
Right. Oh, and by the way, on the off chance, I'm just gonna say now for like posterity, on the off chance that there ended up being an even number of games played, then this last one will be moot, just to like so that I can have one team of winners. Today's the 18th. Oh, apparently I woke up overnight and fed it. Good job, Scooby.
Okay.
I don't remember being up at 3:30 in the morning, but I fed it. So cool.
Sleep feeding.
Hey. You know, it's always good when you can be like, thanks, groggy me. Oh man. All right, so we got 6 wins. It's like, what is it? It's the first to 7 or something. So Cammy seems to be the favored one here. She's oh wow, look at those moves. Look at them go. All right, fuck it. Well, no, I gotta keep streaming though. Yeah, can't let it go, cause then I might be lying when I say who won. We can't have that. All right, well, so fuck it. How y'all feeling? You enjoying Upland? Do you think it's going in a good direction? Do you think that like compared to a year ago, it's moving in the right direction or the wrong direction? Out of curiosity.
So that is the big question, huh?
Yeah.
I think
We'll end on it.
I think it's more a question of the main driver are more new players coming, in my opinion. That's the ultimate driver. So everything that we're just talking about is noise as long as we do or don't have more new players. So from that standpoint, I will refer to the gamified earnings, the number of participants, as being what I'm looking at each season to see if we're growing or not.
Right on. I thought I had seen a part of Uplytics that actually showed like new user activity.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, it's just showing unique daily users over the last 7 days and unique users so far. Okay, so it's not showing like new accounts and whatnot. All right. Well, yeah, because that would be really good information. I'm sure that information exists somewhere, but damn, those will be good numbers to have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's the next thing that
We're getting
LeBam will give
somewhere.
us on Uplytics. He's always doing something to it. So maybe that's what we'll get next.
There we go. Looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
So, congratulations to whichever team won the best of however many games of Street Fighter we ended up playing. I will circle back and find out who won and also who was on what team. And then I will be in touch probably over the next week, and you'll get your share of 1,500 Sparklet.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. And that's time. It is time to wrap up this week's episode. But of course, as always, the mystery remains, its solution ever elusive. I'd like to thank my co-host Cernus, as well as everyone joining us live or watching later. Alone, each of us is but a single gray cell. Together, we are the Upland Community Brain. Be safe, everyone. Catch you crazy cats and kittens on the flip side. Later, taters.
Articles, rumors, and hoods, giving away more than we should. Contests, debates, hot takes, every week till something breaks. Minting every city, collecting blue squares, praying to the gods that they'll be ultra rares. Racing, shopping, hunting, damn, there's lots to do. We'll cover everything we can on the Clue Crew. Think that there's too much to track? Well, we do too. Feeling lost or overwhelmed, we're here for you. So if you're here for the scoop, remember y'all, he's not your mother, not your lawyer, just a dog.